What are the chances that you go for a walk and suddenly find something that could make you a millionaire in just 1 second? We're not talking about a treasure or a bag full of money, but rather something much rarer, an animal. You might already know that wealthy collectors and exotic animal enthusiasts are willing to spend huge amounts of money to own certain rare species. Unfortunately, poachers take advantage of this, which is terrible. But do you want to see the most expensive animals in the world? Let's dive in. The Black Cockatoo. No, my friend, this is not Photoshop. This black parrot is real, and it's extremely expensive. It lives in northern Australia, on Kittywork Island in Papua New Guinea, and nearby islands. It is one of the oldest parrot species in Australia and was the first to settle in the northern part of the continent. However, the Black Cockatoo has a very moody personality and is quite difficult to keep in captivity. Even a small mistake in training can turn it into an aggressive and hostile bird. Like all cockatoos, these blackbirds are incredibly vengeful. They never forget if someone harms them. Also, you can't keep this bird in a cage because it can bite through the bars. Even a quiet life in a zoo isn't suitable for it. In the wild, the black cockatoo feeds on the nuts of the canarium tree, and it's nearly impossible to replace this diet. Because of this, even when kept in captivity, it doesn't live long or reproduce. Finding this bird in the wild is almost impossible due to its low population, and its price on the black market can reach $16,000. The Arowana fish. This fish is one of the oldest species on Earth, dating back to the Jurassic period. In Asia, the arowana is considered a symbol of wealth, which is why it has become incredibly expensive. Some variations, like the red arowana, can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Trading this fish is heavily restricted because it is an endangered species. Some rumors claim that adult arowanas have been implanted with microchips containing information about their location, growth timeline, breeder's name, and lineage. Anyone who legally owns one must have a certificate of ownership. However, some collectors are willing to pay anything to own this rare fish, even if it means obtaining it illegally. But don't even think about trying that. The white lion. For a long time, white lions were thought to be nothing more than a myth, beautiful creatures from South African folklore. The first scientific observations of these animals were published in the 1990s, and even today, spotting one is incredibly rare. In 1975, a group of white lion cubs was discovered in the Timbavati Reserve. Imagine how unique these cubs must have looked. Some scientists believe that 20,000 years ago, during the Ice Age, white lions lived in frozen deserts, using their snow-colored fur as camouflage. However, as the climate changed, they adapted to the warm savannas and grasslands. Surprisingly, white lions do not suffer from albinism, nor are they a separate species. Instead, their color is due to a rare genetic mutation. Today, fewer than 300 white lions exist in the world, living in zoos or reserves. In the wild, their survival chances are slim because their white fur makes them easy targets for hunters. Due to their extreme rarity, the price of a white lion cub can reach $100,000. The Mandrill Monkey. There are many species of primates, and it's easy to confuse them. But if you ever encounter a mandrill, you'll never forget it. This monkey looks like the grandfather of all primates, regardless of its age. It has a white beard, thick red eyebrows, or sometimes a single eyebrow shaped like a crescent, and eyes filled with sadness. It almost looks like an exhausted martial arts master. Mandrills live in Central Africa, but spotting them in the wild is very difficult. They are experts at hiding among leaves and moving in complete silence when needed. However, despite their skills, they are sometimes captured and sold into captivity. The price of a mandrill can reach $7,000, but that's nothing compared to the price of white lions, right? Luckily, their numbers are still relatively stable. The Sulphur-Crested Toucan. When you hear about exotic birds, you probably think of the toucan. This bird looks like something straight out of a cartoon, with its giant, colorful beak, vibrant chest feathers, and unique call. It's truly a gift from nature for bird lovers. Toucans mainly eat fruit, but also snack on insects, frogs, and small creatures. They live in tropical and subtropical rainforests, from southern Mexico to Venezuela and Colombia. However, some people keep them as pets far from their natural habitat. If someone were to sell one of these birds, the price could reach $4,000, but local authorities wouldn't be happy about that. The Arabian Horse. The Arabian Horse. Even if you know nothing about horses, you've probably heard of the Arabian Horse, one of the oldest and most famous breeds in the world. These horses are fast, strong, and incredibly beautiful, which has made them legendary. Arabian horses have been around for at least 2,500 years, constantly improving in quality over time. Today, they are mainly used in horse racing, riding, and equestrian sports, and they frequently appear in movies. Of course, owning one isn't cheap. An Arabian horse can cost around $30,000, but that's nothing compared to the most expensive Arabian horse in history, named Padron, which was sold in 1984 for an astonishing $11 million. The Japanese Macaque. The price of this monkey? $3,000. These primates live in the forests of Japan and can survive extreme cold temperatures. In northern Japan, where winter lasts 4 months and temperatures drop to -5 degrees Celsius, 23 degrees Fahrenheit, these monkeys have found a smart way to stay warm. They bathe in hot springs, and on especially cold days, they sit in the water for hours. The problem? When they get out, their wet fur makes them even colder, so they work in teams. Some stay in the hot water while others, with dry fur, go out and bring back food. Recently, Japanese macaques have been added to the endangered species list, but they are still legally available for purchase. Ayam Cemani, the black chicken. Why is this chicken so valuable? If you've followed exotic animal trends, you've probably heard of it before. The Ayam Cemani is a rare Indonesian breed of chicken that is entirely black, from its feathers to its internal organs. Yes, even its bones, meat, and blood are black due to a rare genetic mutation called fibromelanosis. This unique appearance has made it highly sought after among exotic pet collectors. Some people even believe it has mystical properties. The price of an Ayam Cemani chicken can reach several $1,000s. The Argal. We end with the Argal, one of the most expensive wild sheep in the world. These massive sheep, also known as Marco Polo sheep, are found in the high-altitude regions of Central Asia. Their majestic curved horns make them highly sought after by trophy hunters, and their rarity drives their price up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Due to overhunting, Argal populations have declined, and conservation efforts are in place to protect them. However, some wealthy hunters are still willing to pay extreme amounts for legal hunting permits. And with that, we wrap up our list. Which of these animals surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments.